Hi everyone, Ron Crider reporting for duty today. It is Thursday, November the 12th, my day 239. I've done 239 of these broadcasts since I started way back in March, right around March the 10th. Dow Jones is flirting around 29.3, 29.5. 43 days left till Christmas, 50 days left in this year, 33 of my 43 radiation days, 10 more days to go, and I'll be finished that. How about that? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Really a terrific operation over there at the Cleveland Clinic and the Scully Welsh Cancer Facility. Fantastic here in Vero Beach. We're very proud to have Cleveland Clinic and the Scully Welsh Cancer Clinic here in Vero Beach. I have to remind you about, no, I don't put the commercials up here, so if the commercial pops up over here, hit the skip button, and you can get by the commercial if that's what you would like to do. Also, I need to tell you about that school zone. I will only mention it very briefly again today. School zone over there on Beachland Boulevard and any school zones here in Indian River County. Speed limit is 20 miles an hour. They're strictly enforcing those school zones, and the fines do double if you speed through those school zones. Every day, I tell you, every day I go to the hospital, on my way over to the hospital and on my way back, I see people being pulled over in those school zones as a result of going too fast through them. So I strongly urge you to be very careful when you see them and go exactly 20 miles an hour and not a mile or two over that speed limit. All right, things are really not good here in Florida. One more thing to remember to tell you is please get a flu shot. You know, we're getting kind of to the end of this time when flu shots are going to be very important. So let's get it done now. Come on, we're getting into the flu season. So things are not looking good. I'll give you what the story is about this. Florida Health Department confirmed an increase of 5,838 COVID-19 cases on Wednesday and 52 more resident deaths, with a statewide positivity rate of 7.82 from yesterday's testings. That was yesterday's statewide rate. As you know, it's supposed to be under 5% for 14 consecutive days. Obviously, keep telling you this, we're not going in the right direction. The state's 14-day average positivity rate is 6.88, and the 7-day average is 7.32. All of which are supposed to be under 5%. So very much in the wrong direction. The latest statewide case total pushed the 7-day average up to 5,270, which is a 28% increase since November the 1st, when the figure was 4,111. But now Florida is back in a dangerous spot, and part of a nationwide wave that on Tuesday hit a COVID pandemic record of 136,325 new cases, and that's according to the Johns Hopkins University, and we trust them a great deal. Public health official experts say absent shutdowns, only vigilant mask wearing and social distancing can keep the virus from getting more out of control in the state and the country before the vaccine arrives. And speaking of the vaccine, you heard me say this yesterday. Of course, there's always a dust up about this vaccine. It's become very politicized, but we are expecting to see some vaccine on the market at the end of this month and into December. We personally, people like us, we're not going to see it until sometime next year because it's going to go to the first responders and maybe elderly people. Maybe somebody like us may be able to get it. I'm not really sure. But let's face it, we have 330 million people live in this country, and it's going to take a lot of vaccine to get to all of us. And then there are also people that say, if President Trump had anything to do with it, I don't want any part of that vaccine. Well, then don't take it. Perfect, fine. You don't want to take it, and you want to take a chance of getting COVID-19, then be my guest. I think it's a really bad idea. On Tuesday, the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention for the nation urging facial covering mandate after studies show the transmission can be greatly reduced by wearing those masks. We keep saying that. CDC says that, everybody says that, and yet there are people out there that say, oh, no, we're not going to wear masks. Bad idea. It's against my constitutional rights. You don't have any constitutional rights when it comes to health in this country. The United States has passed 10.2 million confirmed cases with over 239,000 deaths from COVID-19, the highest number in the world here in the United States. All right, now, this is going to begin to get into the political area, so hang on, put your seatbelt on. A member of the President-elect Joe Biden's COVID-19 task force said Wednesday that the U.S. could manage the pandemic by enforcing an extended economic lockdown, with the government compensating workers for lost wages. Now, it seems like we've already studied all of this over the past year, and we tried the lockdown, and that didn't seem to work. And now maybe it will come back, and we're going to revisit the lockdown and pay everybody to not work. It would seem to me like we would be going in the wrong direction. All we need to do is be obedient and wear those masks and distance space and not go out to bars and hang out and do all that sort of thing. It seems to me, that's my opinion. Locking down the whole United States also seems to me, it's my opinion, would be a really bad idea. We all have to work. We all have to earn a living. And that's not, this is a balancing act. I say this all the time. This is a very delicate balancing act of how we work, how we socialize, and we create a new normal until this vaccine comes out. That's an extreme. Shutting everything down is a bad idea. Opening everything up and going back to the way we used to be, that's a bad idea. We have to find some middle ground. It's my opinion. By the way, this is a bad time to say this, but don't forget to push the like button right after I said that, and I became a little bit political. My goodness gracious, I'll get a lot of thumbs down on that one. The numbers are going to be put up here on the screen. As you can see, it is 6:36 in the morning when I am doing this first segment of my numbers report today for Thursday. I don't have the numbers now. Obviously, I won't have the numbers until they come in. And they don't seem to be coming in now until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I used to have them at 11 o'clock in the morning. So as soon as they do come in, then I'll edit them back in and show you the numbers over here and over here. And if they're in red, they're bad. And if they're in green, they're good. I'm wearing my green shirt today because I would like to have more green on the screen if possible. All right, let's do the weather forecast for the Treasure Coast. Treasure Coast is Stewart, that's Martin County. Fort Pierce, that's St. Lucie County. And in Vero Beach, that's Indian River County. Weather forecast looks pretty much like this for Thursday. Scattered thunderstorms developing this afternoon, high 82 degrees. Winds southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain today is about 50%. And then tonight, a few clouds, low about 71. Winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The chance of rain Thursday night, tonight, about 20%. And then tomorrow, about 30% chance of rain. Mostly cloudy skies early. A few scattered showers developing in the afternoon. High 82 degrees. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Again, I say chance of rain tomorrow is about 30%. Alrighty, folks, so I have to continue to say this over and over and over because I can't say it too often. You must distance space. You must wear your masks. It's easier to wear a mask than it is to wear a ventilator. I got to tell you, you don't want those tubes down in your throat. I have not had it done, and I don't want to have it done. So please, 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 distance space. Do the right thing. Come on. Be respectful of yourself and everyone else. All righty, let's jump right into the numbers. And after the numbers, I come back. I got a little bit of information to give you about what's going on locally. And I'll do some shout outs today. All righty, folks, here we are in the numbers department for Thursday. This is Thursday, November the 12th. I got these numbers in about 1:30 today. Let's take a look at the deaths for the past 24 hours for the entire state of Florida. That would be 72. That's up by 24. Yesterday it was 48. Positives, 5,607. Yesterday it was 5,832. That's down by 231. So our deaths are pretty high, definitely very high today. Not a good thing. The positivity rate for the entire state of Florida is 7.32. That number should always be under 5% for 14 days. We haven't seen that in a long time, so not a good thing. We're not in good shape right now. Let's take a look at Miami-Dade. 8 new deaths to report in the past 24 hours, 1,205 new positives. In Broward County, 6 new deaths to report, 509 new positives. Positivity rate for Broward County is 7.47. For Dade County, it's 9.25. Now let's take a look at Palm Beach County. Palm Beach County, 5 new deaths to report in the past 24 hours, 398 new positives. In Orange County, that's Orlando, Good thing. No new deaths to report up there. 383 new positives. The positivity rate is 7.51 for Orange, and for Palm Beach, it's 7.24. And we'll go to Brevard County. That's Melbourne. Once again, no new deaths to report. Very good. 75 new positives. Their positivity rate went through the roof yesterday, and today it's 3.31. Now, if they could just keep it down there, that would be really good. St. Lucie County, 2 new deaths to report, 59 new positives. The positivity rate for St. Lucie County is 7.18. Now taking a look at Martin County, no new deaths to report, 23 new positives, and the positivity rate for Martin County is 5.81. Here in Indian River County, no new deaths to report. Very good thing in the past 24 hours. 51 new positives. Of those 51, 11 of those positives were in zip code 32960. 11 new positives over there. In zip code 32963 over here in the Barrier Island, 3 new positives. And in zip code 32967, 3 new positives as well. And as we say every day, we scooch over here and take a look at the 7-day moving average. It has moved up again, 56.86. Yesterday it was 53.43. So not a good thing. 7-day moving average has moved up. That means 56 people have passed away each day for the past 7 days for the entire state of Florida. Alrighty, folks. Now let's move on here. We're going to show you another little chart here. This is the chart. Sorry about all the other sales items over here on the right-hand side, although I kind of like that jacket. It looks pretty good, and it's not expensive. Anyway, different story. Let's take a look at this is the daily new cases for the state of Florida, and this is the 7-day moving average. I just applied that blue line there, and as you can see, down, scoop down. We told you this the other day, and now it's going back up again. So we are not in a good place. Not in a good place at all. Now, that's for the entire state of Florida. Let's go down and take a look at the deaths. Same type of deal. I applied the line here. You can see it without the line now. Here's the line for the 7-day moving averages with the deaths. But that'll give you a graphic view of what's going on here with respect to those numbers and how it looks for the entire state of Florida. Alrighty, folks, this is how the United States looks for the deaths in the past 48 hours. Illinois, again, in first place with 153. Texas in second place with 120. Tennessee in third place with 89. Alabama in fourth place with 81. Georgia, our neighbor, in fifth place with 76. Ohio, 68. Wisconsin in seventh place with 62. Pennsylvania in eighth place with 62. Minnesota, for our Minnetonka friends up there, in ninth place with 58. And Florida had a total of 48 in the past 48 hours. Let's go down here a little bit further and take a look at Michigan. Michigan's in 11th place with 42. Massachusetts was in 13th place with 38. California was way down in 14th place with 37. We go to Kansas. Kansas was in 16th place with 34. Indiana was in 17th place with 31. We'll go down here to Iowa. Iowa was in 19th place with 26. Missouri was in 20th place with 25. New York in 21st place with 22. We'll go down a little bit farther till we get to Maryland was in 27th place with 16. Colorado, 28th place with 16. And down a little bit further to Kentucky. Kentucky was in 31st place with 14. New Jersey, 34th place with 12. Double digits, but just a couple up in double digits, Danny. You got to do a little bit better. Come on, buddy. You got to get that place down. Come on, let's get it, make it happen up there. Let's go down to Connecticut, 37th place with 9. Utah, 39th place with 6. Rhode Island is 40th place with 6 in the past 48 hours. New Hampshire was in 43rd place with 3. We'll go down just a little bit further to 46th place was Maine with 2, and then the rest of these, nothing. Louisiana, Wyoming, District of Columbia, Hawaii, Vermont reported absolutely nothing. Now we're going to go over here and take a look at what we refer to as the global view. These are the really big numbers, as I say every day. United States cases, 10,456,240. Those are the total number of cases since we started back in March. 10,457,240. USA deaths, 240,248. Global cases, 53,001,867, and global deaths, 1,289,231. Alrighty, folks, those are the numbers for today, such as they are. We got these numbers in right about 2 o'clock on Thursday. It seems like the new normal is instead of getting them in at 10:30 or 11, they're coming in around 2 o'clock. Therefore, I can get this up hopefully by 3 o'clock for you today. Thanks for watching. Got a couple of more things to add here at the end. Alrighty, folks, so I have an update on the Village Beach market. Not a good update. That was a really big project, by the way, here at the Village Beach Market in Indian River Shores. They spent $2.5 million or more redoing that whole place. It's going to be quite nice. However, now they're expected to open sometime around December the 18th. Good luck. I hope they can. I hope they can get open by December the 18th. That's their new projected opening date. The current food truck and produce stand will be closed Thanksgiving week. But just for you folks who are not here, Village Beach Market has been closed for several months for a $2.5 million renovation. When it reopens, it's going to be totally brand new inside. I mean, they totally gutted the place and started over. Every piece of equipment in there is brand new. It's going to be really spectacular, and I think you're going to enjoy it quite a lot. Very nice, very, very nice operation. And then during that period of time, they've established a food truck outside that they do pre-prepared food in that food truck. And they also have a little produce stand that you can pick up things if you need them. And they're open Monday through Saturday. They're not open on Sunday. So that's what's going on with them. However, other good news now, the Polo Bistro expects to be reopening. They say he will reopen. I talked to John Marks yesterday. He and Kelly say they're going to be opening on Monday. For you folks who don't know where the Polo Bistro is, it's in the Pelican Plaza. It's very, very close to the Village Beach Market, in there where Zandra Sims has her restaurant, The Vines. It's in that same general area there. And here's the best part of that place. First, it's going to be takeout only. They are very conscious of making sure that no one gets sick, and that we don't get Kelly getting sick or anybody else there getting sick. So they'll operate their kitchen. They'll make the pre-prepared food that they do for you in there, as they have normally been doing. But they have a terrific selection of wine at really great prices. It runs to my mind they're open around 10:30 every day, and they stay open until around 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll give you more an update on that next week. I'll go down and do a little video and show you. But basically, you'll call them up, you'll give them a credit card, they'll come out and stick the wine and the pre-prepared food in your car, and you'll be off and running. That is a Polo Bistro. That's John Marks and Kelly, and they do a terrific job. And, of course, they also operate the Polo Deli over on Cardinal Drive, and that will continue to be open as well. So there you go. So that's what's happening with that. Let's take a look at the shout-outs very quickly. Shout-outs, as always, for Marie Arnold, Diana Stark, Lizzie, Cheryl Deacon, Al and Mary June, Gina Raymond, Joan, Ellen, Elizabeth Hutchison, George, Vanessa in Miami, Tony in Miami, Kevin in Houston, Wayne and Dorothy Mahoney out in Minnetonka, Minnesota, the Kennedys, wonderful folks. Thank you very much, folks, for acknowledging the United States Marine Corps for me the other day, and Jim Davis, and Tommy DeBray over on the west coast of Florida. And a couple of more people. We always have to say hi to Heather Mason Wood and Gail Beeson and Carol, Karol, and Carol, and Bobby Young up in Kentucky, Barb J, Megan Davis, Diane Joyce, Rosemary Biddle, Edith Stokes, Ginger, Barbara, Donna, Brenda Costas, Donald and Julie, and of course always Ann Hallie Danshaw and George Ed Danshaw, Jay Parm, Nancy Bicknell, Nancy Strazula, Susan Taylor, Barbie Chandler, Billy Moss, the best restaurant, real estate guy, bar guy here in town. Boy, if there's anything to do with restaurants or real estate for bars and things like that, Billy Moss is your guy. He's a living legend in town for that sort of thing. And I always have to say a very happy shout out to my daughter, Lisa Crider Brown, down in Stewart, who occasionally watches the video because I occasionally went to her basketball games when she was a cheerleader. See, she's getting me back for that. Again, don't forget to push the like button if you haven't done so. Remember to distance space. It's easier to wear a mask than a ventilator. And I'm looking forward to seeing you back here on Friday, the last day of the week. Ron Crider saying have a very blessed Thursday. Ron Crider signing off.